Welcome back to Project Ozone 2 Kappa mode, and it's episode 31, and my entire mob tower is gone. And it's Blood Moon as well. Yeah, it's gone because, yep, we've now got draconic portals going. And I left it on a bit of a cliffhanger last episode, sorry. But in order to get villagers, which is what I've got set up here now, you have to do a bit of a workaround because you can't catch them with safari nets. Got to catch them all, not in the case of villagers. So what you've got to do is put down a zombie spawner. And this is a stabilized spawner as well. If I just shut this, turn this on for a second and remove the portal. I've not fully upgraded that to the top tier. So you'll see zombies as normal, and you will see it occasionally a zombie villager. When you do that, you can capture them. So grab one with the soul vial. Let me just put this portal back. Bye-bye, guys. Yeah, so when you see one of them, capture it with the soul vial, bring it out here, drop it, and then hit it with a syringe. No, that's not a syringe. That is not also how you spell syringe. Syringe? De-zombification syringe. Now, it will benefit you greatly if you wait until it's almost cured. I didn't. So what you then do is grab it with a safari net, and then if I just turn this back off again, in fact it's not this, even this one, it's this one. You'll see I've got an auto spawner in there. Put it back in there with set to exact mode, and then you will get zombie villagers spawning. Zombie villagers that are already on the part way towards being cured. So if you leave them in there, without the portal of course, because they'll get butchered if you leave the portal on. If you leave them in there, they will turn to villagers. And once they've turned to villagers, well then you can capture them with a soul vial again. Yes, this is a little bit laborious. Or you can just kill them in the box. Just go and stand in the box, wait for them to turn, and kill them. After a while, and I will say that it is going to be a while, when you hit them with something with Reaper, you'll see I've upgraded my sword to draconic now from Wyvern. It's just a lot stronger. And I was wrong in the previous episodes. That plus 20% mob health just means 20% of the mob's health gets added to this in damage as far as I know. So it's a huge upgrade, as well as 60 attack damage. And this isn't even got any of the cores upgrading it yet. But we're not gonna upgrade it, because I've got a better plan for this episode. We're going to get something even more amazing, but, well, hopefully. But yeah, back to villagers. So once you've got them in soul vials, you drop them down, or, again, you let them spawn, sorry, and then you can grab them in soul vials, or you can just keep hitting them, and eventually you will get a mob soul. And that's what you want, the mob soul of the villager, and at that point, you can just drop them. In this case, I upgraded this one, because it was the already upgraded with the Awaken Core. Yeah, I upgraded that one with the villager. It will wipe out whatever souls in there originally, but I had so many zombie souls, which is what I had in there originally, that it didn't matter at all. And then up here, I've just got manual switches for now. So if I want villagers, I can just flick this upwards. Those villagers will automatically drop down. Now, you may notice a lack of a... let me just turn on zombies. Yeah. You may notice a lack of the central chamber. That's because whenever they drop into this portal, you sort of see the models warping across this space, and it was kind of annoying. So what I did is put it down here instead. Same thing, except you can now see the entire inside. And all of those spikes are Reaper 5. They're all... Oh, I'm too close with a... with a magnet. They're all Reaper 5, they're all looting 3, and they're all sharpness 5. So things die pretty quickly, even if they're upgraded. You'll notice I've got a conduit facade right there, because occasionally a mob would just be able to stand on that small ledge and not die. But in our case, they now will. And you will need to add more things to to your filters. As you can see, I need more filters as far as this loot is concerned, because they keep on dropping all random stuff. So I'll just turn that off for now. I still would love if there was some way to get automatic zombie heads. I don't know of a way, and it's really annoying, but, I'll cope with it. I can just turn off the portal, go and stand there with a cleaver, and we're sorted. So that's that one sorted. We also, you may notice a lack of something. My AE2 system. Why? Well, it finally finished crafting. If I can stand on the right place. There we go. Full size. Yes, it's completely over the top and never going to be all used, but I just thought I'd craft it anyway. That was an awful lot of resonant machine frames, let me tell you that. It's one per block here, and as you can see, there's this top layer again that is a little odd compared to the rest. It's just to connect these two columns that couldn't be connected otherwise. If I put another one down here, this one will go off, etc. So you've got to plan carefully. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare later, but I've just hooked up a few things for now, just to get the old system, or most of it, back up and running. It is going to be dependent upon P2P tunnels. You can basically use a backbone cable like this, and it'll go out to wherever you want to. For example, let's say here. Yeah, here we are. So here's the Galactic Crafters. I've got a P2P tunnel here. There is another one over here, etc., etc. This is just a backbone cable. For now, I haven't put these on P2P at all. I've just left them as they are, and I'm just crafting a sort of a wall of them. We'll see how far around I get. I may need to extend this to P2P once the wall, gets large enough. But for now, it's well, more more crafting than my old setup of just 2 here will do, and it leaves me a lot more space on the floor. I think what I'm going to do is transform this lower floor into my automatic crafting stuff, so everything that happens automatically as soon as it comes into the system comes down here, and then I'm going to move upstairs one. Whoops. I'm going to have to rearrange the elevators. Upstairs one to here, to the on-demand crafting area, because this is a lot nicer area to be in. And I probably will put my my terminals up here instead of down here in the gloomy basement, where everything will be stored. And then what I think I'm going to do is move those molecular chambers upstairs as well, and have the similar wall, just like this, but upstairs one with the molecular chambers. And we'll see how far I get on that. I'm not quite sure what the most efficient way to lay them out is. I will take a look at that, and I can't go down anymore because that's where the that's where the controller is. Okay, so what are we going to do this episode? Well, I'd like to make another die crafting table. What does it actually take? Die crafting. It's going to be awakened cores, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Can I make awakened cores? I have one, and I don't have it as a recipe. Okay, let's make it as a recipe. Staggered to think that we need this as a recipe, but we may as well see what we can do. So that means for wyvern cores, and the overall, yeah, it's got everything. The overall bottleneck here is going to be glowing mangaloy, by far glowing mangaloy. So if you have a chance, set up a simple setup, and I'll show you that in a second. Let's just pop this in here so I can make some more awakened cores. I made the awakened core. No, that's fine. No, I thought I'd made an awakened core rather than store the recipe. Okay, so we have an awakened core. We need 4 of them, so let's ask it to see. I don't think it may not have enough blue gems. We'll see. Let's say 3. Do you have enough blue gems? You do. Okay, so as you see, glowing mangaloy, by far the most troublesome one. So I had this set up in the old system, but because I've moved everything, I'm going to need to reset it up, which is okay, because you're here now, and we'll have this running. So we're going to need an export bus. You're going to need an interface. The blocky kind, I think. And you're going to need an ME level emitter. And a redstone card. And a crafting card. And then what else? I probably want some smart cable. And I tend to use different colors here, white and black, just because they don't connect easily. And I'll show you why in a second, because this can be a bit tricky otherwise to set up. Do I have any spare room anywhere that I've run a cable to? Well, let's just set it up actually here for now. I should have enough room, maybe? Maybe not. Let's set it up downstairs. I know it's not very quite dark, but that should do. How many channels do I have here? The 2. And is that the P2P? It is. So I have room here. So yeah, let's just create it here. Right, so I'll pop down some cable first of all, and put your interface down. then you want from your interface to have an export bus. Okay, so the export bus is going to come out of your system into the interface, which is back into the system. Sounds weird, but it works. Okay, and then you're going to want to connect some other cable. That's the black cable. That's not going to connect. Let's do it this way. Just means I can set up more of these if I do it this way. One further down. Let me just grab my Yeti wrench. Okay. The problem here is that if this was a cable that can connect properly, you end up with a situation where you can't set up this level emitter. What you need is something like this. Okay, so it's emitting into that. If I had another cable coming along here, it would go directly into that export bus, which is not what we exactly want. We want it to come down here. Let's just grab it here and then across. Okay, so you can see this is pointing into this block. That's what you want. If this cable can connect, everything starts going wrong because it connects there and then it connects there, and you can't get this level emitter in anywhere. So if you want this level emitter to do this kind of thing, then please do set it up like this, or maybe you'll have an alternate setup that works even better. If you know of a better setup than using these separate colored cables to get this stock keeping system active, then do let me know. But in here, we're going to put the redstone card, the crafting card. We're going to say, do not use stocked items, only craft items while exporting, I think. Yeah, and then always active. We're going to change to active without signal. So it should be off right now. Okay. And it can't do anything anyway, so I need the glowing mangaloy. I thought I brought in a glowing mangaloy with me. Never mind. I have some. Okay, so in the let me level emitter, put this in there, and then say I want 2,000. Let's say 3,000 kept in the system. So it's gone off, which should activate the export bus. I need the stuff in here. Yep. Okay, so what's going to happen is the system is going to export any glowing mangaloy into the system. We set this up to not use stocked items, which means that it's not going to pull the existing stuff, but it is going to craft any new items if it doesn't get a redstone signal. This is saying if it's under 3,000, don't give a redstone signal. So what should then happen is over here, this should kick on, which it has. And you'll see it's crafting one at a time, or it should do in a second. There it is, another one comes in. And it's crafting. It does take up a crafting CPU. Do bear that in mind. Let's just see which one it's using. There it is. Yep, it does use one. Sorry about the frame rate. I've just got some issues I need to sort out. Yeah, so it does take up one for that, and you do need to keep that in mind when you're adding many of those recipes. But if you need stuff kept to a certain stock level, all your bottlenecks are a good idea here. Rather than crafting on demand, you can do exactly that using this system. Now you may ask yourself, why do you need another die crafting table? They're overpowered and amazing, and yeah, you may be able to see in my inventory, I've got dragon hearts, and we need to, well, we've got more recipes than just this one to fill out. I've done most of this now, including that vibrantium. The vibrantium comes from the villagers, so if you get vibrantium, you'll see that it needs this enticing crystal. Enticing crystal needs soul vial villagers, so we need to soul vial those villagers rather than kill them. I've not set up anything yet. What I'm probably going to do is put a separate box down there with a couple of autonomous activators or something, and have soul vials fed into it in one of them and pulling from the other or something along those lines. Not quite sure what yet. I may need to play around with it, but I want something automatic for soul vial for villagers for the vibrantium. I suspect we're going to need more than I want to just stand there with soul vials. But standing there with soul vials does work at the moment. And because there are only so many villagers, you can stand there with a full stack of them and just start clicking around, and it'll be pretty fast. You won't have to wait too long to actually do that. So you can do that temporarily. and you only need one for this particular recipe. However, we're going to need to make stacks of these, so yeah, you're going to want stacks of soul vials full of villagers, as well as everything else in here that we need to manufacture. So I don't want to disassemble this one, so I want another die crafting table for the other thing that I want to do this episode, which is only a half crafted. Okay, so let's just take a look. I upgraded the draconic sword, and I saw that it was so amazing. I thought, well, you know, we can do better. We can do better. So there is the other draconic weapons. We have pickaxes, we have shovels, we have hoes, we have bows, and then we have, where are you, this, the draconic staff of power, which is sort of all of them. So it digs, it slices, it dices, it does all kinds of stuff. And it does the same, at least by default, as this sword. So, well, in fact, it does a little bit better. Yeah, 30% mob health. So even better. And it can also take the place of a pick unless you need the silk touch. And maybe we can put silk touch on this. Not sure. Anyway, it's a bit of an extreme recipe. As you can see, 4 more awakened cores. Okay, and then each of the... We need the sword, which we've already got. That's fine. Hopefully it'll take a charged up version rather than an uncharged version. A draconic shovel, a draconic pickaxe, and then this demon steel. Demon steel I've been crafting up using... where's the nearest elevator? Never mind. We'll go down this way. Wrong floor. Up here. Using the upgraded version of mechanisms factories. Here they are. They're probably not too active at the moment because I've processed it all. But you take an enriching... an infuser, and you can upgrade it into... I think it's... an infusing factory, then an advanced fusing factory, then an elite infusing factory. The only way you scale up with mechanism is not by speed beyond these upgrades that we've already put up here. It's by quantity. So the elite infusing factory processes 7 at once. At the same speed, but you know, it's 7 times faster just because it's processing 7 at once. And you can choose, if you just put things into the first slot, if you turn on auto sort, it will sort itself now into the other slot, so it'll balance itself. So here I've got a bit of a tiny setup, nothing special, just lots of diamonds being fed into an enriching factory, which is turning them into compressed diamonds, which are more efficient versions, which then can fill this internal buffer. And when Temperio comes in, and let's just grab some Temperio, it'll be exported from our system if I put it into the system back here. So if I put all this in, aside from, let's say, it's 1 stack, just in case, you'll see it's automatically sorting itself out and crafting into demon steel. Now, I have a problem with this crafter. And if anyone knows how to fix this, well, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I can't automatically export from it, because if I do, it exports the Master Infusion Stone as well. So if I click on this and change to external, it will put stuff down here, like the Temperio essence, but because it's in the recipe, it sort of, well, we'll keep an external work. Keep 1 item in every inventory slot. I'll keep, yeah. Let's see if that works. If it still doesn't, then I've got problems. But yeah, I was having problems exporting from here. If that keep will work, then we'll see. Hopefully it will. So then I will then export that and then back into this, or even indeed just put that block back here with the farms. And I do need to rearrange the farms as well. They're going to need to be much faster, but that's for next episode, I think. This episode, let's carry on and try and get the Staff of Power. You'll see my capacitor's draining. That's because I've got the blue gems are being mined. Really, I need to rearrange these. I don't have elevators everywhere, and I need them. I so need them. So yeah, we've got Mangaloy producing up to 3,000 of them. Looks like my die crafting table is done. Are you done? You are done. Cool. So I think I'll put this down with where the terminals currently are, and nowhere in particular. Let's just put it here. So yeah, we've got to sort out draconic now. So I've got my sword. We're going to need the pickaxe, which probably means I need a wyvern pickaxe first. And let's just see what else we need. So the draconic pickaxe, we need the pickaxe of the wyvern first. And awakened cores, so we need 1 awakened core. That needs lots of other stuff. So we need 2 awakened cores, 6 awakened cores. So let me craft those first, and we'll be right back. While the system's building up resources, let's just quickly take a look at Demon Steel, because that's the crafting setup upstairs that automatically crafts this. Is crafting this Demon Steel of the first magnitude, but it takes an awful lot of it. You're going to want in the 5 figures of Demon Steel. Now, I have been crafting 7th magnitude instead of 5th. If we go back to that draconic staff, draconic, it needs 5th if I remember rightly. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 of them. However, if we have a look at Demon Steel, the stuff we actually need to get to, at least for the high-end stuff, is 8th magnitude. Why? Well, because the 8th magnitude stuff is created the philosopher's stone. And that's very, very important for the late game stuff, particularly to get into EMC and all kinds of other stuff like that. So I think it's EMC stuff anyway. Yeah, it's ProjectE, so that's what it's going to be. Which needs 2 8th magnitude stuff, and that's very, very, very expensive, or at least it takes a long time. So as soon as you can start building up Minitio into Temperio and getting to Demon Steel, the better. So if I've got 9 of it right now, so that means I can go up to 8th magnitude. 2 of them. So I'm done. But yeah, that's not the this has been going for some time. I had something like 12,000 of this stuff to start off with, or something along those lines. So in this case, I want Demon Steel of 5th magnitude, and I want 3 of them for our staff, which you can do. It may take it a little while to do it. Why are you delayed? Are you not crafting something? I thought I'd started crafting. Oh, yeah, I have. It's just they're not showing. Oh, that's fine. So we've got 3 there. That's done. It'll show up in our molecular assemblers, which I need to move, but that's okay. So here is the rest of the recipe. So if I just change to draconic, just to see where these go. Would love to be able to shift click these in, but I can't do on this particular tier, so it's just here, here, and here. So now all that's left is the other tools, which we don't need the extreme crafter for. I can put mine in there. These are waking cores. So I just got to wait for Neptune, or my Neptune miner, to get enough. How much blue gems has it got? 127. Maybe it's got enough now. Awakened. Can you do 6 of them, please? I hope so. Can you? Looks like you can. Wow. Okay, so what do we need for the other tools? We need draconic tools. We're going to need the pick, which needs the pickaxe of the wyvern. So I'm going to need a wyvern energy core and a wyvern core and a diamond pickaxe. All right, that should be relatively straightforward. Wyvern, we want 1 of you and 1 of you. And then a diamond pickaxe. I don't think I have any of those. But yeah, it should be trivial. Okay. And then wyvern pickaxe. Pickaxe the wyvern. There we go. That's 1 of them. And it was also the shovel. So we're going to need another couple of those. 1 from you and 1 from you. And I'm assuming it's going to be a diamond pick. You know, that would be strange if it wasn't. So let me just craft 1 of those just in case it is. And then back to wyvern tier. Not pick. It's a shovel. Okay, diamond shovel. Job done. Shovel of the wyvern. There we go. And we've got that going. So now we want the draconic versions. And let's just see where they are. So the pick. We're going to need the energy core, aren't we? Draconic energy core. I'm going to need 2 of those. Start. They shouldn't take all that long because we've got that build up. And we got the draconic pickaxe. Good. So then we're going to need another energy core. So that should be done in a second. At which point we just get the shovel. Can we get the shovel done? Yeah. Got the shovel. And is that everything? Except for the awakened cores. I need 4 of them, don't I? That's the wrong thing. There we go. Awakened cores. 3. I need 4. Unfortunately. Hopefully it has enough. It does. 16 blue gems for each of these, and each time I move that miner I only get about 200 more blue gems, so it does take a bit of effort to get done. So Awaken core, awaken core, awaken core, awaken core. And then we want the draconic, and draconic. Oh, please say you'll. Oh, please say that won't accept a drained version. Draconic. Draconic. Have I got them in the right places? I have. It'll take those, but not this one. Maybe I can just disable. I think I've got everything. Oh, that's a 7th magnitude. Oh, that's why. I nearly made a very bad mistake by crafting another draconic sword. Demon steel. Let me get the right ones. 8th, 5th, 3 of those. Put those back. Wow. If it even took them, that would be even worse. There we go. Draconic Staff of Power. Done! And it's pretty amazing. So it's also charging. I'm going to need the more awakened cores. How many blue gems do I have? 38. So I can only get 2 more awakened cores. But let's just craft a couple. And actually, there's one in there already, so I can probably get 3 total. Yeah, there we go. So, well, I can use one of them to upgrade our zombie spawner, but I don't feel like that at the moment. Let's just fly up and head over to our little upgrade machine down here. It doesn't actually need power, but I don't know why I have it here. But if I drop the draconic Staff of Power in here, well, we have a lot more things we can upgrade. Up to 60 things. So the RF capacity currently is 90 million. So I don't think I want that at the moment. I don't think I need Dig AoE, to be honest. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. But it has base points of 3x3 anyway. So, sorry, 7x7. That must be a radius increase. Yeah, I don't need Dig Depth. Attack AoE and attack damage I do actually want. I want both of those, really. So I can kill lots of things in an area. We're going to need that for the for some of the other fights we're going to have to do. So attack AoE, we can kill lots of things at once. So let's just add a core there and see what effect one has. Take it back out again. So 7x7 to 11x11 with 1 awakened core. And damage, what do you go to? What's the damage at the moment? Attack damage is 60, going to 80 for every awakened core. So that's pretty good. I'm going to like that, and once I can get more blue gems from Neptune, so expensive to get because I have to wait, and time is expensive in my case. So that's Draconic Staff of Power. We're pretty much done with that. I think we're pretty much done with this episode. This is a pretty good upgrade. We're going to need, and this is the next episode, we're going to need to get some things sorted out. We're going to need the Draconic Armor. And let's just show you that, because that's the top good tier of armor. There is one from Aravitia, the Infinity Armor, but not to get there, we need these neutronium ingots, and that's why we're going to need that other die crafting table coming in, because we need to make neutron collectors. And that means, between the episodes, I'm going to go and have to get to these ingredients. These ingredients are out. Let's just look at the neutron collector. Yeah. These are compressed dark iron. And you'd think we have dark steel, that would work. No, dark iron comes from Eris. And I don't have a rocket that can go to Eris at the moment, so I'm going to have to go and build that. I'm 1 away from it, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. In fact, can I actually craft some heavy duty? Let me just start it now while I'm thinking. Heavy duty? Craftable. What's the highest one I can currently craft? 5? Yeah, can you make about 300? No, you're still going to need some other stuff. I'm going to have to go and get more digital miners made, I think. I'm sick of moving one miner around all over the place. So I will sort that. But now we've got Vibrantium. And let's just take a look at the other recipes that Vibrantium needs, so you get an idea of what you want those villagers for. So Vibrantium, yes, it makes blocks, but we don't care about that. It makes it comes from the enticing crystal. So here we are. So we've got the philosopher's stone. Most of this, to be honest, we can make. I've got the 8th magnitude, so I think I can make this now. Yeah, let's finish off the episode, see if we can make this philosopher's stone, because that'll get us into Project E as well, which would make making other things much, much easier. Let me go and set up the die crafting table again. Let's see if we can assemble this. And now with some more excellent fighting with the Gaia, I've got to have another 40 Gaia spirits. Let's just see if that's enough to make exactly what we want. We need 6 of these. Hopefully. Yeah, we got enough. And let's just pop you in here. I brought this up to 4 awakened cores, all I can afford at the moment, while it continues to basically mine more stuff on Neptune. AoE can go up to maximum of 23 by 23, but that doesn't happen by default. So if you hit your key for armor and weapon config like before, you can click into here and then change things in here. For example, like size, dig depth, etc. Don't really need that. AoE safe mode, not sure what that is. I need to check that out just in case. But attack AoE, you just press the triple plus and you get up there. Inventory, well, we can soulbind it, but I don't think we can we add Reaper and the others to it? It's not really a sword, so I've got a spare one. Will you let me add you in here? Inventory. Oh, you will. Okay, good. And how about looting? Looting would be great. Do we have looting? Looting 3, yes. Let's just grab you, change you up, inventory and looting. Okay, so soulbound, Reaper. Wait a sec, what? 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 I don't think that's intended. Oh no, it's gone again. It's fine. It's just some weird glitch with my inventory. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, we've got those 3 enchantments on there. Reaper 5, looting 3, soulbound 1. So maybe that'll help in the future. And then we can then use these in here. Philosopher's Stone. Yep. So we're going to have to look at recipes for this now, and yeah, I think C maybe reuse. Oh no, I can actually have portable crafting go, but that doesn't matter too much because we're gonna have to look at what we can make with the Philosopher's Stone, and that's coming up next episode, I think. The main thing is heading to Project E stuff in here. I think that's shapeless. Yeah, it is. So we'll have to create recipes for our chemical coal, which we've got plenty of coal for, but it is 4 to 1 for every tier we move up. So we just create recipes for all of these until we get to Eternalis, and Eternalis will get us into dark matter. Dark matter will not have us do that recipe for a while, but we can get dark matter tools. More importantly, we can get into red matter with dark matter, if I remember rightly. And from red matter on into the rest of Project E. So I hope you'll join me for that. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We've got an amazing weapon, an amazing upgrade, because this can pretty much smelt anything that we want to in our inventory, but we don't need to. And yeah, I think we've got everything sorted out. We've got a much better mob spawner, much better AE2 system, and next episode, let's get into Project E. So thanks for watching. Feel free to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Feel free to subscribe as normal. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.